Hey, I am so excited to be a part of this Galentine's hop today, where I'm taking a photo of dear friends and I'm scrapbooking this. Now, this photo has been sitting here to go in a special project album that I have. And it was a photo of an event in February of 2008. And these two ladies came to support me at that event. And this lady and I are the dearest of friends still. We go to dinner, take walks together for exercise and catching up. And it's just wonderful to have a friend like that in your life. I'm not showing faces because in this world of I don't want to have their identities cloned. But I'm going to make this a super fast layout. I'll be using one of my tried and true techniques. I'm going to make a lovely frame border for the top and the bottom. I have this piece of paper, which I have no idea where it came from. I think I got it at a crop. Is a goodie bag type of gift. This is some very deep purple basil cardstock. This is from a Michaels paper pad, and this to be the background is also from a Michaels paper pad. I have a ton of those pads, and 2026 I said use more of them. So I'm going to put this aside and begin cutting. My first cut is going to be my statement paper, and this is directional, and I plan to have a horizontal frame. So I'm going to cut this at 3 1/2 inches. And I have a formula for making these types of frames. So this is going to be my main statement paper for the frame. Next, I'm taking this purple basil cardstock and I'm cutting it at 4 1/2 inches. I put repositionable adhesive on the outer edges of the top layer, and I want to watch my direction. I want to make sure I have my paper going in a direction that I want it in. And I'm going to layer the top piece over the bottom piece. So to make sure this is centered, I have 1/2 of an inch on the left and on the right. I'm going to turn this over for a second. Hopefully you can see. This one is called the curve. This one is called the ripple. I'm using the curve today. I've placed my paper that's centered on its mat at the top of my cutting mat because I want to cut about in the middle using my custom border template. So I'm going to position this roughly where I want it to go, keeping in mind that my blade will cut a little bit farther from the edge. And so um, there's no exact measurements needed. You kind of just eyeball it. Once you have it where you think you want it, because I'm right-handed and I want to cut down with my right hand, I'm turning my mat counterclockwise. If you're left-handed, I would recommend turning your mat clockwise so that you could use your left hand to cut. So I'm making this turn to make it easy. I'm always using my red blade. So far, I found that using the red blade has been the best choice for me to make. And I'm going to continue to give it a little eyeball. Now, Here's what I'm doing if you wish to repeat this. I'm just putting the edge of my template here up against the edge of my paper. I always start a little below. So I'm putting on additional repositionable. You can use a heavier tape too. And I'm going to put about a 1/4 of an inch gap. We have that one. Pull that apart. Add additional adhesive to it. And once again, repositionable adhesive is actually repositionable for a while. It will become permanent. So now I've rotated my mat back. This is the look I'm going for. And this is my background paper. I love this style of layout. I'm going to do it over and over again. But this time, I'm going to add another layer. I pulled out this paper from a Michael's paper pad, and I'm going to use my border maker system. This is the wavy scallop border maker cartridge. So I cut the wavy scallop with my border maker cartridge. Now I'm going to trim it to 3 inches. So here is our border with the wavy scallop, and I'm going to take this one and layer it right over top of it. Now I could go flush to the top, but I think I'm going to come down about 1/4 of an inch from the top. So a little bit of this shade of pink will be showing both the top and the bottom. I'm going to leave the bottom as it is. So here's my base page for my layout, and I'm going to put a mat for my photo here. Now I can put it in the center, or I could offset it a little bit. And I think I want to offset it so I can do a little bit of journaling to explain what the story of this photo is. I think my photo will look beautiful on the mat. I made this mat out of the same purple basil cardstock. And so all that's left is some journaling. So I have finished this layout. I put on embellishments. Many of these embellishments I actually stamped myself with some older product, and I also used dies and went through some of my scraps. I pulled out my pinks and my purples and made some embellishments here, here, and here. And then I found these stickers from an old photo play sticker set, and I pulled out a Project Life pocket card because one of my goals for 2026 is to use up as many as I can of these Project Life pocket cards that I have to be journaling spots. I hope you enjoyed this Galentine scrapbook layout, and I hope you will go watch the other people in the hop. It is linked in the description below. And also, I hope that you will like this video, subscribe to the channel, and YouTube says that there's another video right here that you would like, so I hope you'll go watch it.